What's going on, you beautiful people? Just sitting here on my couch. This is the first podcast of, I think I'm going to call it my normal ass podcast. Because I'm just a normal ass dude doing normal ass things and talking about them. This past weekend was Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers out there doing your thing. Me and my dad were supposed to go on a camping trip this weekend, but the dates got switched, so it goes the next weekend. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, it was nice. Good Father's Day. Just hung out, chilled, spent the whole day with my dad. Cool stuff. What else? Last night was the bachelorette. So with the Bachelorette, pretty much everybody's fucking seen it. But there's one girl and like 20 guys. This is my first time watching it this season, so I don't know any of the backstory or anything. But it was like week 8 or something, so there's not that many guys left. There's maybe like 10 or 12 or something. I don't know how it works, but I was watching it. I was like, why? Like, this show is so ridiculous and it's so obviously scripted. And so it was hilarious because the men that they cast on this show, they're like, I don't know where they find them. I mean, they show like the hometowns and stuff and their occupations, but it's like nobody's actually like this. Like, one, they're good looking as shit, like zero flaws. They're buff as shit, but they have like no personality to them. I mean, I guess there's people like that, but they're just like not normal people. And I was thinking, like, what would happen if they just casted normal ass people into the show, like, or even like somebody like a comedian. Like these people have the weirdest jobs. Like, there's like a behavior therapist guy or something, I don't know. And then there's a guy that's like unemployed, and it's like, dude, one, get your life together, because you're going on a show on national TV and you're just gonna say unemployed underneath your name. And there's no shame in being unemployed. Well, it depends on the situation. Like, he's like a nice looking guy, obviously has some sort of money, he's wearing nice clothes, but I don't know, it could be from the show. But it's like, dude, why are you going on national television and advertising that you're unemployed? Like, at least work at McDonald's. Like, get some sort of income. I don't know the backstory. I haven't seen any of the episodes prior to this. But I just remember, I think he got booted off this week. But he was like walking out and it said like Garrett or what, I don't know what his fucking name was. But it says like unemployed, and I was like, interesting. Where was I even fucking going with this, dude? Oh yeah, these guys. So these guys are just ridiculous, like grown ass men, and they're all in like this living room, and they're all in this living room and they're like bickering at each other. And the girl, her name's Hannah. She's like in the other room, like right outside, so she can hear all these dudes yelling at each other about. I flipped it on like halfway, 3/4 of the way through the episode, so I missed everything leading up to that, and I haven't seen any other episodes, so I don't know really what they're bickering about, but they're like arguing and then she comes in, she walks into the room, and she's like yelling at all of them, and she has like this southern accent, and she's like y'all don't worry about him, don't worry about me, don't worry about us, just stay in y'all's lanes. Just stay in y'all's lanes. Don't worry about he, we, him, us, her, I. Just worry about you. Okay? Just worry about you. And then the guy's like, okay, yeah. She has a point. And like they do like the little cutaways with the interviews, and they're like, I see her point. She has a good point. We're all acting childish. I understand. I apologize. And I understand. I'm going to be better. And then she walks out of the room, and like 5 seconds later, the dudes just start going at it again. and it's like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 guys going at it. But there's like, she literally just left from telling them how annoying it is to hear them bickering, and then they just start again, and she's like 10 feet out of the door. And then so they're arguing and yelling, and the rest of the other dudes are just like chilling there, like, what the fuck do I do? Because there's like 3 or 4 alphas just like bickering at each other. And then it shows her like sitting on this bench, right? And she has like a glass of champagne. And then she stands up and just pounds the glass. Just and just she stands up. Oh my god. It's probably gonna be a GIF or something all over Twitter. But she fucking stands up and she chugs this champagne or whatever she's drinking, wine or something. And then she storms back into the room and then she just fucking goes off on these guys. And she's like yelling at all of them, saying how they're all childish. And this one dude, I don't know his name, he went home also. He had like black curly hair and then just like a mean beard line, just like clean as shit. Like right before they started taping, somebody just took a razor and just made the cleanest beard line. But like everything she was saying, they kept like cutting to him. And he was just like nodding his head, like looking at her. And he's like, yeah, we're sorry. Like, yeah, we're sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're sorry. Yeah. And it's just like, dude. He was such a bitch, dude. I've never seen any other episode, but he was such a bitch. And then there's this other guy named Luke P. I've seen shit on Twitter about him in previous episodes or whatever, but I've never actually watched the show. So this dude, he's buff as fucking shit, dude. His thighs are like as wide as my shoulders, and they're showing flashbacks of him like wrestling, playing rugby and shit, and just slamming dudes. And he's the one that like all of them are yelling at, and then he's like yelling back at them. And his eyebrows, dude, so that one guy got shaved right before, and they just gave him a sick lineup on his beard. They threaded his eyebrows right before they started shooting and just threw him out there. Those things were crisp as fuck. And I think they're like, I don't know if mine are too close together or how they're supposed to be. I don't know shit about that. But his seemed like they're really far apart, and then they like pointed at the end. And he was just like looking at people, and then he'd like, I don't know if that, it's not a scowl, but like he'd raise his eyebrows, and every time he did, I'd fucking laugh. But he has just fat jawline, just buff as shit, and like the girl comes in and like she's like, I'm not defending him, but she's fucking defending him like the whole time. And then he fucking stays. Like the whole thing, the whole debacle was around him. And then they go to the rose ceremony, and then he fucking stays. And like right before, this one guy, I forgot it, I don't know any of their names. And this one guy's like, yeah, I think his name actually was Garrett. Not the dude with the beard, but this guy. And he's like, yeah, I'll admit it was my fault. I apologize. And then it cuts to the buff-ass Luke dude, and he's like, it was definitely Garrett's fault. And then it cuts to the rose ceremony, and the funniest shit, dude, like, didn't own up for anything. He's just like, yeah, totally his fault. I thought that was the funniest shit ever. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, what would happen if they casted just normal people on there? Like, I feel like the show would go so much quicker, and nobody would watch it, because it would just work. Like, I don't like you, get the fuck out of here. Don't like you, get the fuck out of here. You're cool, let's get married. Done. One episode, 30 minutes. But they do like 20 episodes per season. They're on season 15 now. And each episode's like an hour long. The production behind the show is insane. Absolutely insane. And you can tell what's scripted and what's basically all scripted, it seems like. But it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, there's this one part where she's crying because she's so frustrated with all the bitch ass dudes. And because they're all arguing, and she's crying, and then what's his name? Chris Hansen. Is it Chris Hansen? I'm gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure it's Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen's the dude for To Catch a Predator. Chris Hansen's the To Catch a Predator guy. Oh my god. No, it's not Chris Hansen. Yeah, he just comes out and catches a predator that's on the show. Oh my god. Not Chris Hansen. Chris Harrison. That was close. Those were close. American game show host. Yes. So is The Bachelorette considered a game show? I don't fucking know. Anyways, Chris Harrison. So the girl's crying. Hannah's crying in the hallway. Chris Harrison walks up and he's like, "What's wrong?" Or no. He says, "Is everything okay?" And clearly, shit's not okay. She's fucking bawling in the hallway. And he goes, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "No." And then he goes, "What's wrong?" Fucking "What's wrong?" And then she's just crying and she goes, "Everything." And then he like gives her a hug and she's like, "I don't know if I can do this anymore." Okay, I've seen the most minimal amount of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. It seems like every season they're like, "I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can keep going." And the music's so dramatic behind all of it. It's fucking hilarious. But anyways, she's like, "I don't know if I can do this anymore." And they sit down on the chairs to like go over some things that went wrong this season. And she's like, "Is this for anyone? Like, does this work for anyone?" And I was like, "No, this doesn't work for anyone because it's complete insanity. You're dating 25 guys at once. This isn't going to work." And there's 15 seasons with 20 episodes in each season of evidence proving that it doesn't work. 15 seasons, you can just watch all of them and be like, "Yep, this doesn't work for anybody. Not going to work for me." I think there's only like one, maybe two that have actually worked. And those were like the first one or the second one or something before they added all the production value and stuff to it. But it's like it doesn't work. They all break up because they're supposed to get. It's like the My 90 Day Fiance. Just stupid as shit. It doesn't work. And I don't know. This isn't supposed to be a Bachelor podcast or a Bachelorette podcast. I don't even know what it's supposed to be, but I didn't want to ramble on for 10 minutes about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Hold on. I don't know if it's still recording. Give me 1 second. I don't know what happened. Anyways, we're back. It was recording. I don't know. I'm a rookie. I'm a bitch ass rookie. But I wrote some things down. Oh, Father's Day. That's what I was going to say about Father's Day. I was like, I brought it up for some reason. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby tweeted. I'm going to pull up the tweet on my phone. I was at work the other day and Bill Cosby Father's Day tweets. I was at work and I just went on like Yahoo's homepage and I saw this and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. He tweets from prison. That's what this article says. From prison, Bill Cosby spurs outrage with Father's Day tweets. How? How do you tweet from prison? Did I swear these celebrities that are in prison get it so easy? They can run a business from prison. If this will load. I'll just get a bunch of pictures of Bill Cosby. I don't want to see pictures of him. I want to read the Twitter. He says, do they have the tweet on here? Yes. So he says, Hey, 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 it's America's dad. I know it's late, but to all the I can't read. This is going to be good. Hey, 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 it's America's dad. I know it's late, but to all of the dads, it's an honor to be called a father. So let's make today a renewed oath to fulfilling our purpose, strengthening our families and communities. Hashtag Happy Father's Day. Hashtag renewed oath to our family. Bill Cosby. Get it together, dude. You're a rapist. What? Why are you tweeting Happy Father's Day? You're a rapist, dude. You drug women and you rape them. You're not a father. You're a piece of shit. That's all I gotta say. I know that was a little harsh, but he's a piece of shit. And he's in jail. How did they let him tweet from jail? They're like, oh, Bill, Happy Father's Day. Here's a iPhone. Why don't you just tweet something? And he goes, hey, hey, America's dad here. No, you're not America's dad. You're a rapist. Like, who? I wonder if somebody must have access to like his Twitter, like his estate or something has access to his Twitter. I don't think they. Dude, maybe they do that. There's some like Is there like a celebrity prison? I don't know shit about prison systems or anything, but I wonder if there's like a celebrity prison where all of them. I'm getting a phone call. Who's calling me? This is a disaster. What was I saying? Celebrity prison. I wonder if there's like a celebrity prison where like they keep all the celebrities and it's just like it's just like Bill Cosby hanging out with 6ix9ine. And he's just Bill Cosby and Tekashi 6ix9ine just hanging out in the corridor, like eating lunch together, just talking about random shit. And he's like, Trey Way, and he's like, aren't they in there for the? No, they're not in there for the same shit. But isn't Tekashi like a rapist too, or a child molester or something? Bill Cosby's a rapist, dude. But Tekashi went in for like money laundering or something, something stupid like that. But he should be in there for child molestation. But I can just imagine like a celebrity prison where they're just hanging out. There's like all the celebrities and the two ladies, the lady from Full House. I don't even fucking know her name. But the college scandal ladies, they're hanging out in there. Bill Cosby's in there. Tekashi 6ix9ine's in there. And they're all just eating. They don't even have like the prison mush that you see in the movies, like regular people get. They have like steak dinners and lobsters and shit, and they're just like chilling. They just get to tweet. They just like have little iPads or whatever, and they're like, "All right, Kimblashi 6ix9ine, here's an iPad. You get to tweet for an hour." Or here, Bill Cosby, Happy Father's Day. Here's an iPad Mini, and you get to tweet about how you're America's dad, even though nobody likes you anymore. This is ridiculous ass shit. I don't know why I think of that. I don't know where I was going with that either. But who else was on Twitter is OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson this weekend was like, he came out on Twitter, the real OJ 32, and he made a Twitter account, and he like released a video, and he's like, "Hey, it's OJ. Just gonna share my thoughts on just about anything." That's the worst OJ impression ever. He has like the deepest, most OJ voice ever. But I heard Chris D'Elia talking. He's like, every time I hear OJ, and I don't hear OJ very often, but every time I hear OJ Simpson talk, he sounds more like OJ. And I thought that was the funniest thing ever, because it's so true. But he was saying like how he's here to like get revenge, or he said something along the lines of he's here to get vengeance or something. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean, dude? You literally murdered 2 people, and you're here to get vengeance on who? On what? He's gonna kill more people? I thought that was ridiculous. Dude, Twitter, some people should not have a Twitter, and OJ Simpson's one of them. Yeah, man, that's fucking ridiculous. That's insane. OJ, I just imagine him like in prison with Bill Cosby. I don't think OJ. He's obviously not in prison anymore if he's on Twitter. But Bill Cosby was on Twitter. So let me Google it just to make sure. Is OJ Simpson still in prison? Oh, he was released October 1st, 2017. What the fuck do I know? Apparently nothing. It's been almost 2 years since he's been released. 33 years in prison? That's wild. And it wasn't even for the murders. Whatever. So he's been out, but he just made a Twitter, and Twitter should be like, no, OJ, you can't make a Twitter. You know why? Because you murdered 2 people. But, I don't know. What else? What else has been going on? Oh, I was at work yesterday, and this lady, she's standing there, and she gets a text, and she's like, hi. She's reading the text, right? And this lady's like 70 years old, which isn't too old, but I don't know. She's reading her text on her phone, and she goes, "Hi, my name's Alicia, and I'm 23, and I live on your street looking for a sex partner." The look on her face, like, she didn't laugh, she didn't like smile or anything. She was like, "How'd they get my number?" And I thought it was the funniest thing. And my coworker's like, "Oh, you can just like block it." And she's like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna block it, but I'm gonna show my husband too." And I was like, "What?" Like, yeah, like they're not gonna come to you. Like, they don't actually live on your street. They're not gonna come to your house. Like, it's not even something to worry about. But I just imagine her like going home to her husband and be like, "Hey, honey, look, I got this text from Alicia, who lives on our street and is looking for a sex partner." And her husband's just like, "Oh shit, I gave Alicia the wrong number." Just a 70-year-old dude looking for like a young 23-year-old to mess around with. And he's like, "Oh shit, I gave Alicia my wife's number." And he's like, "Oh yeah, honey, haha, just block it. What a scam." And then he goes on his phone and he texts Alicia, "Hey, this is so and so. I accidentally gave you the wrong number. Still on for tonight?" And then meanwhile he's like, "Yeah, honey, just block it. It's definitely a scam. Don't you worry, it's definitely a scam. Just block the number." And he's texting her, "We still on for tonight?" "Oh, yeah, I got the blue pill from the store." Winky face, eggplant emoji. "Yep, okay, 23. All right, you sure you're over 18? Yep, oh, okay." And then I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know how long I've been recording. I don't know anything. I'm just sitting here rambling. And if you're watching, shout out to you. I don't know. I don't know why people say that, because I don't know, dude. I don't know a lot of things. I'm just sitting here trying to figure it out. And maybe that's what this will be. It'll just be me figuring out my thoughts about stuff. And if you want to watch, you can watch. And if you want to listen, you can listen. But it doesn't really matter. Does it matter? No. Do I care? I don't care. I don't care. Dude, how hard are people on the East Coast? Like, I feel like here, like, people are here in America. I don't know. I didn't want to give away where I am, but I feel like people on the East Coast are just so hard all the time. I don't know if it's because it's fucking cold over there, but there's like, I don't fucking care. Like, hey, I'm trying to walk here. It's like, dude, that you don't own the street. I don't care. I don't know, dude. People on the East Coast are fucking hilarious, though. When I went to when I was in New York, I was just walking, and it was cold as shit, and there's a construction worker, and he's like blocking off the street because they're doing construction, so he's just doing his job, and he's like holding this gate thing. It's like this like plastic pole or whatever. It's like this crossing gate, so people don't walk in front of the trucks that are driving in and out of this parking structure. And this guy, he looked like a normal ass dude, like on his way to work or something, but he talked like a fucking crackhead, and he's like, fuck you. And the construction guy's just standing there like, yep, just another day at the office. And this guy's like, fuck you, you piece of shit, like, fuck you. It's like, dude, you can see the truck coming, like, you know that you're going to be able to walk in 30 seconds. He's like, I'm just trying to walk here. The most New York thing ever. Fuck you. And he's not even a crossing guard, the construction worker is just fucking standing there blank face. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm like, why is this guy so upset that he has to wait 30 seconds? And he's like flipping the guy out, like finger in his face, like, fuck you, fuck you. And then the truck goes by, and the guy lifts the plastic thing. And then we just walk, and the guy just walks away like nothing happened. And I was like, why are people here so angry? I don't understand. I don't fucking care. You're working construction, I don't fucking care. I just gotta get to work. Fucking so funny, dude. They're like the nicest people and the most hard people at the same time. Like, there's some really nice people in New York. I've never been to like Boston or anything, but I feel like their East Coast is kind of they all got the same kind of mentality. I don't know. I could be severely generalizing, but he's like, I'm sure he's like the nicest guy. Like, if you talk to him one-on-one, he's like, yeah, come stay at my apartment. Like, I got an extra couch for you or whatever, if I needed it. But then at the same time, he's like, hey, fuck you. I don't fucking care. I know that's the worst accent ever, but I was like, how can he be so angry and so nice at the same time? East Coast. Dear East Coast, how can he be so nice and so angry at the same time? I don't get it. But I feel like, I don't know how far in we are. The software, I'm recording on Premiere, just like the, doing like the voiceover setting. And it stopped counting time at 23. The last time it stopped at 10, which was actually 14 minutes, and stopped at 23, but I don't know when it stopped at 23. So that could have been 10 minutes ago. So 14 times 33, that's like 45 minutes. 48, I don't know. That's not too bad. I don't know. But I think this is going to be my little setup for now. I don't have the best mic or anything, just working with what I have. I don't even have the little square thing that you screw the camera onto. I don't even have that, so my camera's just resting on my tripod. It's not even my camera. That's how janky my setup is right now. Not my camera. Not even secured. It's just sitting on there, just resting. And then I have this old mic stand and this old mic from years ago. and I'm just sitting in my room. This is literally the cleanest portion of my room too. I need to clean this shit up. I like cleaned it up just so I could record this, but literally everything out of frame is a disaster. Absolute disaster. My futon is the only thing that's clean, because originally I was going to have somebody else on here, and I was going to set up the camera a little bit to the left so you could see the entire couch, and we're going to sit on there and we're going to talk. And that's probably how it's going to switch off between having guests and then just me by myself. And this is kind of just like a pilot, a trial run, just to see how it goes. And yeah, we'll have guests on the couch, and the goal is to eventually get 2 mics set up, get better quality mics, all that stuff. But right now we're just trying to have fun with what we have. And talking's hard. Talking is difficult. So I'm just trying to get better at talking and articulating and thinking, because shit's not easy. Shit's not easy. It's not easy just to sit here and talk to yourself out loud for like an hour long. I mean, I always have thoughts running through my head. You always have thoughts running through your head, but you don't ever like articulate them out loud. It's kind of fun to do, but it's difficult at the same time, because you don't necessarily have to filter them because there's nobody in the room, but you have to think about what you're saying because you're imagining people are in the room, if that makes sense. Because you're talking and people are either listening or they're watching, and there could be nobody listening or watching to this, and this is just going to go on YouTube. Imagine that. It just goes on YouTube and gets 0 views forever and ever, and it's just like in the internet void. It's just in the internet space, and nobody in the entire world has ever seen it. That'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. But the shit kind of flies by. I think it's been 45 minutes. So I might just cut it there as a trial run. Let's see. I just have a bunch of shit written down on my phone that I thought were funny, like funny talking points. Didn't mean for the first 20 minutes or whatever to be bachelor or bachelorette related, but I just had to get those thoughts out, man. They're really they're really bugging me. I don't know. I would like to talk about this stuff with other people. So yeah, I feel like most of the stuff would be better to talk with other people. Bounce ideas off of each other. I have a couple people who I'm thinking about bringing on here, bounce some ideas off of, and just have good organic conversations. I would like to have as many people on here as possible, and just bring in a bunch of people, and just hear different thoughts and ideas on different things, and just chill. Just a normal ass podcast. Just chilling with people on the couch and talking. So yeah, I don't know. Thanks for watching the first episode. If you even made it this far, that'd blow my mind if anybody actually made it this far. Because I don't even think I'm gonna watch it, to be completely honest. I'll probably just sync up the audio for the first little bit of it and make sure it's all good, and then just post it. Just go. Because I feel something that I do a lot is I overthink. So if I watch it, I'll be like, that's shitty. Why did I do that? Why did I do this? And I'll just pick myself apart. Which could be good to get myself better. But then I'll just think about it too much and then never upload it. So I'm just going to upload it, and then I'll just organically get better. Might look at the feedback if there is any. Or this video might just go into the YouTube space void. Who knows? We'll see. And I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.